Okay, for first point defense, I like to put pylon here because if I put it here, here, or even here, it gets destroyed very easily by, I don't know, DPS, or usually they have a Sigma, so I really like to put it in the back so it doesn't get destroyed as much. Putting here on the stair is fine. You can make it pick if you feel like you're safe and they're not pushing as much, so that works too. A second spot I like, if that doesn't feel too safe, is I put it behind the bin here. This one is more if I just play around here and the enemy is getting stuck between there. If your DPS is like playing on top of this truck, you can put pylon here so that it can heal them. If you're getting pushed in by the enemy, you can put pylon here. Just make sure to place it right, because if the enemy is here, they don't really see it up until they really come here. So place it right in the corner, kinda, like that. And from this side, they don't see it, by the way. They can only see it if they push in. So this is good if you're getting pushed out and you need to back off. If you're playing around the room, I would say to just leave pylon here like this. Putting it inside or anything else is a bad idea for AoE damage coming in and just destroying it. If you play around here, I would suggest to just put pylon here. If you put it around here or even there, it most likely will get destroyed, so I'll just like putting it further back. If you play on top, I like putting pylon here, because if a tracer or a sombra comes up, they need to do the whole loop, and if you put it there instead, they can instantly destroy it and focus it. I don't usually put pylon inside the room. This can work, but there's always somebody here or coming from that little room, so it's a risky pylon. I also don't like putting pylon. This will be like an okay position, but I just don't like putting pylon around here. Like in this whole right area, I don't like putting pylon here because the enemy will always push on this side. So always try to keep it on the left side. Once you lose first point, I like to put pylon there. It's very protected and nice. And you can play on top too with your DPS and stuff. So I always put it there. If you play here, I like putting pylon there just because it's more safe. It doesn't heal you if you play too exposed, but if you play inside a little bit more, you can get healing out of that, and it's safe if a tracer pushes you or something. If you put it here, you can place it here, it's fine too, but you have to be quick with the swap if they dive here. On this point, I usually put pylon around here. This spot is a bit of a 50-50. If they have a sojourn, I usually don't put it there because her ability just destroys it. So if anything, I put it behind this thing, and this is the safest one so far, I'm pretty sure, so that works. Or also, you could put it in between the room. This one is also very nice. So this one I would only put if the enemy is still pushed out, I mean. Never put pylon here. This is like the worst spot ever because they can destroy it from there, and if somebody comes from here, it's gone too. If anything, putting on this one. If you're playing under, putting pylon on top here is really nice. Just don't put it too low, otherwise they will see it, so make sure to put it high up. If you're getting pushed into this room or you're playing in this room, I prefer to put pylon here on this wall, like here, there. Because if I put it here or above or anywhere else around here, they will dive me, and then the pylon will also get destroyed with me. So having it there is pretty safe, because even if you're getting pushed down a lot, that one is still healing and they won't instantly destroy it, so it's still getting some heal off of you. This pylon is also very nice if you're thinking of playing it down here, but usually I never play down here, but my DPS usually do, so if anything, I like to keep pylon for them, especially if there's a widow here. Putting pylon here, I always thought it was a nice spot, but it always gets destroyed very easily, so I would discourage putting it here. If anything, I would recommend to just put it here, like this. so that it's covered from above. If you come from in the room and are trying to fight a team on top here, I will put pylon here, because if you put it up here like this, if somebody comes from this way, they will destroy immediately. So always try to always have some kind of cover for other situations. I don't think this one is great, to be honest. If you play around here, I will tell you not put pylon here. This one always gets destroyed. If anything, put it down here on the stairs. That one works way better. On this point, you could also do the car pylon. The car pylons always are nice for most. But if you play around here, instead of putting it here, which has less range of healing, you could put it around here. If your whole team is coming out of spawn and the enemy team is sitting there and pressuring your team, you can just put pylon here. This one's pretty good. Just don't put it here if the point's getting contested, because if you put it here, it's gone. If anything, put it behind here. Or I will not say behind here, just because if there's somebody there, it's gonna get destroyed. But it's the same for if somebody's there. Just look out. I usually put it here because the enemy doesn't really play it down there. If you're able to play around here and are pushing the enemy into the spawn, I will put pylon above here. It's pretty good for healing overall. Just don't put it too high up, just make sure that he has the healing range for you. It doesn't have it too long, but it's very safe. If they start like diving you or anything, you can just go back and it's still healing you. So I find it to be very nice. If you play here, always put pylon there. That one is the best one. I really like this kind of spots with pylon. I will discourage putting pylon here, even though it might look like a good spot, but it's not. The enemy will always get in. If you really want to play around here, just put it here, like that. If you play on top here, just put pylon here. It's really nice. Never put pylon like on like here or down here. It's pretty bad. Just don't put pylon there. Always put it there, because that one is very exposed to down there. Like you can see it super well. Look at that. You can see it very well, so put it on that side. If you play on top here, you can put pylon here. It's really nice. Nobody can see that one. And I find it if I put it here, it will get destroyed more times than there. Even if the enemy is down here, they can only see if they walk up too much. But if you're afraid of that, then you can put pylon here. And this one is more if you play on the right side and left side, so it's up to you. But this one is really nice too, or even here, if you want to play extra safe. If you play here, put pylon in the corner like this, because if you put it attached to the wall, I find it that people will destroy it very easily. Not very easily, but it has a higher chance to get destroyed from experience. I would discourage putting it here, because if instead you put it here instead of there, this one will always get jumped or caught into AoE damage and stuff like that, so don't put it there. This pylon here is only good if the enemy team is here, but if they're pushed into this point, they will say that, so mind that. I never put pylon in this room or even in the frame door, because I feel like it's very exposed overall, so I rather avoid them. I usually put pylon here like this if I'm defending around here. That one is very nice, and it gets the healing done. If you play it down here, I will tell you to put pylon here, to be honest, because it's healing you, and it's very protected. Like literally nobody sees that. Like even here, but I should move it a little bit on the left because I think it's exposed a little bit. But it's very protected, and if a monkey jumps you, it's still healing you. Like if I put it like this, maybe. Or you can even put it on the left even more. This one had really nice range. So instead of putting it here, that is more exposed to somebody diving you, I will put it inside the bus or train. It's a train, yeah. If the enemy is there, I usually put pylon here. I don't put it on the frame door straight. because otherwise it's gonna get caught in between damage. So I put it like that, because if it's like this, it will always get destroyed. So I put it on the inside. And if I'm playing here, I put Pylon here. This one is a pretty solid position, to be honest. Just don't put it too low because of any AoE damage coming in or dives. If the enemy is contesting the point here, I like to put Pylon above here, because usually I feel like people when they're contesting on point, they always like throw it around, especially there. But putting it up here is the best spot because it's covered from everything. And if the enemy team is poking in and your DPS is sitting around all this area, it's getting everybody. So that one works very well. On attack, once you get out of spawn, I like to put Pylon here, because it's more safe if somebody is there and is shooting through here. So if you maybe put it here, it might get caught in between. So I like to put it above here. Once you push in further, I just put Pylon above here. This is a pretty solid Pylon for when you're still pushing in. And my favorite spot, I always do put it here. It's this one. It's in this little angle here. This one, nobody can see it. I find it very nice because usually the enemy team, they play on top, so that one is completely obscured. Unless somebody comes from here, but I mean, if they do, you cannot just shoot them down, or you can just move it. I don't like putting Pylon inside here. It's not necessarily bad, but if the enemy team kind of pushes in, that one goes down faster than this one from experience. So I just like to keep it there. But you can put it there too. It's not a bad spot. I discourage putting it in the car like this, or even a bit more under, because I don't know, Sojourn, Ball, Junkrat, anybody else, that one is gone. It's just very easy target for AoE damage. Same for this one. If you wanna put it on top of here, I will discourage it because that one can get damaged very easily. Like, it's very exposed. Even if you put it above a little bit more, but then it doesn't really do that much healing. So I will say that the best spot for this choke at least is that spot there. And if you're getting pushed on this part, you can just back off and put Pylon here. That one is pretty solid too for a little bit. Once I push in with the team, I actually usually put it here, because we most likely have this whole side secured and the enemy team might be still playing up there or point. So having Pylon here is pretty good. If you're coming here with your team and you're pushing in from this side, I will put Pylon behind this car like that, because it's getting the healing done very well. And it's still healing even when you rotate to the room. And nobody sees that one. So I think it's pretty good. Even from the top here, they don't see it. Like, they literally have no way of seeing it even under. So that one is very safe. If you play inside the room, I would encourage you to put Pylon here, because if somebody comes from this side, they don't instantly see it, and it's getting covered by this water thingy, and it's pretty safe and it's healing everything. If you play on the top and you want to poke out your enemies, I would say to put Pylon here like this. You go here and just crouch and put it like this, because if somebody comes in from behind, they don't see that one. They have no idea of seeing that one unless they're really coming to you. So that one works very well instead of like putting it here. You can put it here if you're like in a hurry or something like that, but I would just take that extra second and just put it here and then do my thing. Once you're on the point and you're fighting, I like putting Pylon above here. That one is a bit of a 50-50. I feel like people don't really look at this even though it's very exposed, because they're more focused on contesting the point than having to look above and seeing the Pylon is there. Also, it's not too exposed when the enemy is here. It's more exposed when they're on the point. Even from here, you don't see it up until you walk inside the point. If you play here, just put Pylon here. It's the best spot for this part. And if you're getting pushed in, just put Pylon here. I would discourage putting Pylon here. This one, in my opinion, is always getting destroyed. it's hard to keep it alive, especially if you put it like this. If you put it like this, it's 100% gone. If you put it vertically, it can last for a little bit, but I still rather just not put it there. If anything, I just leave it here. Once you kept the first point, I like to put pylon here if I come from this way, because if I put it here or above here or anybody else above here, there's always a DPS on top of there and they can always see it, so I'd rather just keep it there. If you come from this way, you can first just leave pylon here if somebody's there, so you can just put them out. And once you can walk in, you can put pylon under here like this. This one's a pretty solid spot, and it helps your DPS that's playing here. If you want to help them on top there, you can put pylon like that instead, so it gets them. But that one can work, I guess, but I feel like it's more safe if I put it there, especially if they start diving in. If we all play around here, I'd like to put pylon there and in the middle of this thingy, because it's getting covered and nobody can see it. If I play here or my Widowmaker plays here, I put pylon inside here instead of putting it here or here, because if I get dived into, it will not get caught in between and it will still heal me a lot, even if I back off. And it will take a little bit before noticing it, so that one is pretty good. That one is pretty awful. I just rather put it on the spot I showed before, so don't put it on the car on this side. If I'm pushing in with the team from this side, I either put pylon here, even though this one's very exposed, so if somebody's there still, they will destroy it immediately. But if you're just pushing in very fast and the enemy team is backing off, that one's solid. And once I'm able to push in further, I just put pylon here, so it covers this whole row for healing, and it's more safe than just putting it here, because if you put it here, somebody might come from this way. This one works if you're like dominating this part. I will discourage putting pylon here. This one is like the same as I showed before on this side. It gets destroyed very easily. It's just jump 1 second and destroy it. So if anything, putting behind the frame door like this, and when it's harder to kill, it's exposed, like very exposed from this side, but if you're dominating above here, nobody should come from this side. And if you want to push further from this, just put pylon on top of there and do your thing. If you want a more healing focused pylon, you can put it under here like that. That one is pretty safe and nobody will actually be able to see it or destroy him, so it's really great for healing the whole team there. It's probably the best spot on top of there. If you're playing on the bottom, put pylon above there. That one is pretty good. Same for that side. It doesn't matter which side, it's very protected and it doesn't pick much because of this metal bar here, as you can see. Though it does pick a little bit, but you really need to like angle yourself for that. You need to really angle yourself. This side is the safest, so probably go for that one, but that one is fine too. If you're pushing from under, you can just put pylon there. Once you're here, especially, I found a lot of times where I found myself contesting over time when pylon is here, and I'm kind of just panicking and everything. But putting pylon above there or here, here's probably a better spot. It's the best. I usually would put it here like this. This one is a bit of a 50-50. It does stay up for a bit from experience, but then it gets destroyed. But having it here is way better. It doesn't like heal you if you go here, but it does heal you if you just sit here, and it's really nice. It's the same for this point here too. That one is also very nice. It's a bit more exposed if you're just sitting here, but it's really good. Don't put it, I would discourage putting that there, just because you see the shine and people can kind of get an idea where it is. But either is fine because they're very protected, so putting on top of there is nice. If you clean the room, just put pylon here and do your thing. If you play behind the bus, just throw a pylon there, and it's gonna get the healing down. Because if you're getting dived into, or a tracer comes by, they will look at you, and if pylon is here, they will most likely just hit this first. But if it's here, they won't know it. Once you're pushed in, I like putting pylon here. It doesn't heal if you like sit here and from above, but it does heal on the back, and I think it's pretty safe too, so I like to keep it there. This one can work too because it's literally in the bush. You cannot see that. You can only see the healing range, so that one can work too, just up to you. But yeah, if you're over time just trying to cap the point, that one's probably the best spot. If my DPS wants to go here, I usually give them a pylon here, and then they're just free to do their thing, and they're gonna get supported by my pylon. Once we're here, I will always put pylon there. That one never gets destroyed, never. Up until they literally just look at it, but then you can just take it back, and instead you go back and put it there, because that one is also very protected and nice. If you play on top, just put pylon here. Same if you rotate here, just put pylon here. Or you could put it here. Just be careful of somebody coming from here. Usually you hear the elevator noise, and you get the idea. But yeah, just put it here. And then it will heal pretty much everything. It heals pretty much everything. Not if you stand here, but if you stand here, it will heal you. If you play on top of here, I will discourage putting pylon here and here, just because you can see this very easily. Like, even if you stand here, you can see them shooting down. So if anything, I just put it here, like that, because that one you actually need to look up to see it. It's very covered, and it's healing everybody, and it's nice. I actually don't like putting pylon in this room, but if I really have to, I just put it like that. When you're pushing it in, I usually just move over here and put pylon here. There's actually not really a position to where put pylon and be able to heal this spot here. Everything is pretty much exposed. Even like trying to put in the corner here, that one is very bad. But I'd just rather leave it here in case we get pushed back and we need more healing, or because it's still healing here, it's just not healing here. But there's not a better choice unless you're really pushing hard and you're able to come here and just have space. If you're playing here, you can use this spot again. Just be careful of them going inside the train and stuff like that, because if you put it like this one can be good for overtime, but if you're still contesting around here, or if they're there, that one gets destroyed pretty easily. Once you're about to cap, I like to put pylon above here, because it's the most safe for this whole area, and for that side too. So if somebody is playing here, it heals them too, and nobody sees this one. Like, they need to really walk up to it from this side, and on this side is a bit more exposed, but I think that's the safest pylon for this point for when you're about to cap. And I usually, when I'm on a rush, I'll just throw it on top of there, but that one I will discourage doing that, because I just take your time and just put it here, because putting on top of there, it's always gone, like literally always gone. Just be careful if you like. I would recommend you to jump up and place it, because if you just throw it, you might hit like a pixel there, and just that happens. It is very hard to land just like that. But if you don't want to do the whole thing where you jump up, just aim above it. Aim really like above it and not on the spot you want to land it. Yeah, and also avoid that. Another spot I discourage putting pylon is this one. This one can be solid only if you're really pushed pushing the enemy in. But otherwise, like, they walk from here and they just sit down and destroy it. It's a bit of a 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's nah. But I rather just put it there, like that. You could also put it here when you're contesting on point, but this one is risky because it gets caught into AoE damage, so